Part of every business owner's challenge is understanding how to position their product and service in front of the right type of audience. Today, I'm going to cover 3 key attributes that we have to consider when marketing our message. Hey guys, it's George from NVISION, and today we're going to talk about understanding your target audience. So the 3 key attributes we want to make sure we're focusing on when we're defining our key market audience are demographics, psychographics, and geographics. Some of the key characteristics of a demographic could be things like age, gender, and household income. The second attribute that we want to look at is the psychographic. Now, where the demographic becomes who your audience is, the psychographic becomes why that audience buys from you. Things like their interests, their opinions, their belief systems. So the third attribute that you want to focus on is the geographic. In my opinion, you should be selling to the whole planet if you could, but understandably, that's not the case with everybody. Needless to say, geographic is where your customers physically are. If we think about a brick and mortar high-end men's clothing store, the demographic of the high-end men's clothing store is not going to be the 6-year-old or the 12-year-old. However, it may be an age demographic between 24 and 50. The gender would primarily be men because it's a men's clothing store. However, there could be some subtle advertising put towards women for the women in those men's lives. The other attribute we could look at is the household income. So if it's a very high-end men's clothing store, you're going to start targeting high-end income earners. The psychographic is the attitude that person wants to pursue or the lifestyle they want to live. So we want to target the messaging around an individual who appreciates getting dressed well. And lastly, geographically, again, if we think about it in the context of a men's brick and mortar clothing store in a small town or a city, their geographic target would be within a certain radius. However, these days, if they are on e-commerce, their geographic radius could be vast and abroad. So you got to factor these things in when you're developing your overall strategy, and understanding them helps you develop that strategy. So in closing, before you make any drastic moves, get to know who you're targeting towards, because it will be much more beneficial for you in the long run if you yourself or your company understands who you're messaging towards and who the right type of client is for your organization. So if you want to learn more about target audiences and how to develop that game plan, give me a shout, direct message me, or check out our website at nvision.co. That's a wrap. I hope you have good material. I hope I hit the record button.